Social media tech company Instagram announced earlier this week that it would begin hiding likes from followers on photos and videos. The company said that this was designed to make the platform less pressurized. Avengers broke the box office record for Thursday showings with a $60 million earning across 5,000 theaters. As of earlier this morning, the film has now earned an estimated $305 million worldwide. There's a new beehive on campus in an unlikely location, the roof of the EMU. Members from the UO Bee Friendly Committee, the Sustainability Center, and the EMU maintenance team built 2 bee boxes on top of the student wing and another 2 in the Community Grove Garden. The Willamette River here behind me flooded parks, city streets, and even homes due to extensive rainfall. According to the National Weather Service, if Eugene gets 1 more inch of rain, it will break the record for the wettest April Eugene has ever had. Bike sharing, bus lines, and taxis are just a few forms of transportation here in Eugene. But now, college students are welcoming new ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft. Coming up after the break, record-breaking snow hits Eugene, an NBA team gets stuck inside an elevator, and see why this man is looking to break the Guinness World Record. Coming up next. This has been the worst flooding in the state since 1996, but the worst flood in Eugene since 1964. On average, the month of April in Eugene gets around 3.5 inches of rain, but within the first 2 weeks, Eugene has already doubled that. A Junction City resident, Amanda Polly Seals, says that the rain has caused part of her garage ceiling to collapse when the water started seeping through her roof. It began when Seals heard a loud crashing sound in the middle of the night.
I jumped up from my chair and my husband's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Somebody's trying to break into our garage," right? So we all ran in here and we're like, holy cow.
Seals says that she doesn't have any renter's insurance, and she's not sure how long it will be before her landlord can make repairs, because she says they can't start the work until the roof is dry. The damage has also raised some health concerns.
That sitting water is producing mold. My husband has a brain tumor, so he's immune compromised already, and this is just going to get him sicker and may end up in the hospital.
And Seals isn't the only one who was affected by the heavy rainfall. Kaylee Jensen lives in Oak Ridge. It's not just problems she's having with her roof caving in, but it's also the foundation to her home. To make matters worse, her husband was stranded for hours in Eugene when the flooding happened. The water went as high as halfway up his SUV, and they're just thankful that no damage was caused to their vehicle. They may not know what the future holds, but Jensen says that neighbors have been stepping in to help, and she feels very blessed.
Really lucky to be in an awesome community of people that care about each other, and I think that in times like this, I'm thankful to not be in a city where you could bump up against someone at the store and never know like what they've handled, but at least here, like, people know and check on each other. I think community is really important.
Sometimes it takes a natural disaster to remind the community what matters most, and that is helping one another in times of need. For Oregon News, I'm Ruby Quintero. Natalie Wright, a UO student, has been a social media influencer since 2017 and is currently sponsored by Tinder, Rent College Pads, and Zahara Swim. After applying with Tinder this past winter, they began sending her free products in the mail and paying her to post about those products. Although this new proposal by Instagram would most likely affect social media influencers, Wright says she won't be negatively impacted by this new change. She believes that only large-scale influencers will be affected because they rely heavily on likes to make money.
Since I'm on like a much more minuscule scale, I couldn't see myself being affected. I think it would honestly be great if I couldn't see how many likes my pictures got or the public didn't see, because it doesn't really matter, honestly.
In the digital age, connection is what people thrive on. Instagram is especially popular among young people. Instagram, for example, has a user platform of 35%, and 71% of those people are between the ages of 18 to 24, according to a 2018 Pew Research study. So, I decided to test how college students would feel if Instagram decided to remove the one thing that made it popular in the first place.
I think that it really needs to happen because the world just revolves around likes now, and people are such narcissists that the world's just becoming an awful place, and Instagram, it's all to blame, honestly.
I think it changes it because then you're not necessarily like sharing with each other as much, but it could definitely take some of the social anxieties out of it and make people a little bit less concerned about how they're being perceived.
Nice to see like what your friends are liking, or like sometimes you like on your Explorer page, if something pops up, you can see like your friends liked it as well. So that's super helpful to know like, oh, like why did it pop up on my page? So I feel like they shouldn't take that away.
Instagram said that they hope this new update will help users spend less time fixated on likes and instead form connections with their followers. For Oregon News, I'm Ruby Quintero.